Imagine you notice a problem at school, in a game, or at home, and instead of just complaining, you build something to fix it. That small project is the beginning of a startup, and you're the young CEO leading the way. A startup is a tiny experiment that can grow into something big. It usually starts with one thing, a real life problem you notice. Maybe homework is confusing, practice is disorganized, or your club can't share updates easily. You turn that problem into a mini business. You try a simple version of your idea, get a few people to use it, and watch what works and what doesn't. That's the learn fast stage. If people truly like it, you improve it, invite more users, and maybe add teammates or tech. Step by step, a small idea becomes a real, growing startup. Real startups don't wait for permission. They start where you are, with what you have. A school snack table, a YouTube channel, a tiny online shop, or even a simple spreadsheet can be the first version of a company. What really matters is your initiative, not a fancy office. Most world famous companies didn't begin huge or perfect. They started as tiny, messy experiments with maybe one sale, one viewer, or one user curious enough to try. That first small win is where real learning happens. You test an idea, watch what people actually do, and then adjust. As you repeat that loop, try, watch, improve, the results grow. Being a young CEO isn't about building a giant company right away. It's about starting small, paying attention, and letting each tiny result guide your next move. Now turn the spotlight on your own life for a moment. Gaming, baking, building things, or noticing what annoys you at school. Any of these could be the start of a real startup. Your age isn't the limit. The real limit is how curious and brave you're willing to be. A CEO is not the person who does every single task. They're the person who makes sure the right things happen at the right time. First, they're like a chief explorer. They choose the main goal and decide which people the startup is trying to help. That focus keeps the team from getting distracted. Then, they're the decision maker. When things are confusing, the CEO helps the team choose a direction instead of staying stuck. Finally, they're the representative. They speak for the startup to parents, teachers, and users so others understand the idea and want to support it. Being a young CEO is a lot like being a team captain during a big game. To start, you strategize. You decide what the team is trying to score this week and how you'll know if you're winning. Then you delegate. You match your teammates' strengths to jobs. Maybe one person is great with design, another with money, another with talking to people. Next, you execute. You don't wait forever. You make small decisions quickly and fix things when they break. And you motivate. You keep energy high, cheer people on, and check in when things feel slow or tough. Look at your normal day. Some moments you're in consumer mode, scrolling, watching, playing. None of that is bad. But young CEOs learn to notice when it's time to flip into creator mode. Instead of just scrolling social media, you design a post, a channel, or a mini brand. Instead of only playing games, you mod a level or sketch your own. And when an app annoys you, you don't just complain, you start mapping how you'd fix it. You don't need anyone's permission to stay in creator mode longer. Being a young CEO starts with changing your default question. Instead of, which game should I play? Ask, What tool could I build? Here's the loop. First, live your normal life using apps and games, but pay attention. Next, notice every tiny annoyance or moment of friction. Slow loading, confusing buttons, boring features. That's code. Then, write those problems down. Don't trust your memory. Keep a running problem list. Finally, sketch a quick fix for each one. It doesn't need to be perfect. If you repeat this loop every day, you'll never run out of startup ideas. Picture a regular week. At school, maybe teachers post homework in five different places and you're never sure what's due. That tiny feeling of chaos could become a class planner tool. On your sports team, parents and players miss practice because no one sees the latest schedule. That could turn into a simple reminder app. Clubs, shows at home, group projects, anytime people feel confused or forgetful, you're looking at a possible startup. You're already training your CEO brain without even noticing. On social media, you plan what to post, stay consistent, and adjust when something flops. That's content strategy. On sports teams, you practice leadership, handle wins and losses, and keep teammates motivated. That's team management. With school projects, you divide work, set deadlines, and try to deliver something that doesn't fall apart the night before. That's project management. A startup is just all of these skills combined, focused on a problem you care about. So instead of thinking, I'm just a kid, think, I'm already a CEO in training. Being a young CEO isn't about having the highest IQ. It's about how you choose to look at things. When something annoys you, most people just complain. A curious founder asks, could I invent a better way? When a mistake happens, most people feel bad and stop. A curious founder treats it like data. What did I learn? What can I test next? Even everyday routines can spark ideas when you ask, why is it this way? And how could it be better? That tiny shift in mindset quietly separates ordinary users from real creators. Being a young CEO is not about money or legal paperwork. It's about running small experiments. First, choose one real problem you care about, something from your own life. Next, sketch one tiny way to make it better. Keep it so small you could try it this week. Then, invite one or two friends or siblings to help. A startup is a team sport. Finally, test your idea in the real world, watch what happens, and change it. Repeat this loop again and again. That's how real startups grow from kid sized tests. By now, you've built the mindset, tools, and first version of your own startup idea. What matters next is what you actually do. Most people your age only use apps, games, and products. You've seen how to imagine them, design them, and explain them. That already puts you in a small group of creators. Your advantage is simple. You live the problems of your generation every day. Adults guess. You know. So choose one small action this week. Improve your prototype, talk to a potential user, or refine your pitch and keep going.